Now the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops, and it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see.
Welcome to Bill Dance Outdoors, America's most popular and longest running TV fishing show.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Hello again, everybody. This week, Old Man River takes center stage, and in particular, one stretch of this great river that flows through Phillips County, Arkansas, right by the town of Helena-West Helena. In Bill Dance's mind, this is the best stretch. This tremendous waterway is an outdoorsman's paradise with great hunting opportunities, as well as the fantastic catfishing found here. The Big Muddy holds some mighty big blue cats, and that's exactly what our guys are fishing for today. Bill is being joined by his great friends and fishermen, George Young Jr. of Brookland, Arkansas, and Roy Harkness of Ripley, Tennessee. This trio has fished together many times with great success. They've been on winning teams fishing tournaments on this river, individually and together. They won the Carl Perkins Center Benefit Tournament on the Mississippi River many times. Kevin Smith, the mayor of Helena-West Helena, Arkansas, knows full well what kind of catfish this stretch of the mighty Mississippi can produce. And he is more than eager to share with the world the tourist opportunities there are here and promote this sport that we love. Let's join our guys high up on the sandbar now for a bit before they hit the water.
You know, both of y'all have spent most of your adult life fishing this river. And here's a real quick trivia question. Of all the rivers in the United States, which would you say is the longest?
I would think it was the Mississippi River.
That's what I think, Mississippi.
Well, you know, surprisingly, most people would say the Mississippi. But actually, the Mississippi is not the longest river in the United States. The Missouri is the longest river.
Really?
The Mississippi, that's right.
Wow.
The Mississippi is 2,313 miles long, whereas the Missouri is 2,341 miles long.
Wow.
There's a little difference of over 20 miles difference
22
in these two massive rivers.
I never realized that.
No,
I didn't realize they were that close.
no, and if you did an interview with most people, they'd say the Mississippi. Another interesting note, the Mississippi River is the fourth largest river in the world. You know, the Mississippi River begins its journey south at Lake Itasca, Minnesota. Now, from where we're sitting, that's 1,105 miles north from this point.
We don't have enough gas to go that far.
No, we don't. Let me ask you, why is this area of the Mississippi River that borders 52 miles of Phillips County, Arkansas, so productive for catching trophy-sized catfish?
Well, you know, you got St. Francis River dumping into it, along with the White River south of it. And then in the middle of that, you've got several granaries dumping everything in, and then you just got all these nutrients coming out for these fields from where it floods, comes out of the banks, comes back in. It's just, you got all kinds of different bottoms. You know, you got your mud, you got gravel, sand, revetment, and it's just a great fishery it's a lot more fishable water, I think.
Well, you're right. You've got three major rivers. You know, you got the Arkansas,
Right.
You got the White, you got the St. Francis, and you've got farmland, as you said, on both sides with all the nutrients and the fertile soil where cotton, where beans, and all the drainage from this fertile soil that drains into the Mississippi. The water's extremely fertile. The predator-prey relationship is extremely balanced here. I think I looked it up, I think there's 7 or 8 granaries along this 52 miles of river that borders.
I think that plays a huge role.
Right.
Oh yeah.
The forage is just here, they can eat.
And it's just an amazing section of river that offers so much All right, y'all want to go try to catch one?
Let's go
I'm
get
ready.
him.
I couldn't be with two better guys, so
Let's go do
I'm
it.
ready to go.
Let's go catch a bigot.
We'll see you on the water.
See ya.
Bill Dance Outdoors. Sponsored by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Rebel. Catch fish anywhere. And by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development. Come experience the kind of beauty that can only be made in Tennessee. Go online today for your free Tennessee vacation guide.
You know, on this river, every time you come out here, you never know what's going to happen.
That's
you're
right.
going to catch. I mean, it's,
Exactly. You know, in this part of the country, this is our biggest fish, so this is what makes it so exciting, you know. You never know.
one bump away from a 100-pounder. You know?
Absolutely.
Just boom.
And they're here.
I'm hoping he's right here looking at my bait or waiting on it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I bet you this boat, there's one within the sound of our voice.
There he is. Got it.
Got my bait.
I'm way back there too.
I got a log.
I don't know what he is, it's far back. I'm under you. You want to swap sides? I hadn't got over him yet to even know what he is.
Boy, he was back there, wasn't he?
Well, he's back there.
Woo. I'll net him if you want me to. You gonna get him with that?
I can get him. Yeah, I can get him.
Boy, he's staying down, ain't he? Oh, he's good fish.
Well, that's a good one.
Until you motor, you barely got him hooked.
He's 17 to 20 pounds.
He's bigger than that.
Huh?
He's bigger than that.
You think he's bigger than 20?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is he? I never did get a good look at him.
25.
He's 25?
Oh, I mean, he's barely.
He's barely hooked. Watch that double hook rig.
I'm trying.
Yeah, watch that double hook. They're good fish.
Oh, that's a nice fish, Roy.
Yeah, watch that hook. It's barely hooked, and that's a double hook rig. It can get you pretty good.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We've done that before. All right, watch it. Don't let it get you. I'll ease it out of the way.
Oh, yeah, he's a bit of 25.
Oh, yeah.
He's a nice fish. He's what, 28, 30?
30 on the money.
30, that surprised me.
30, right?
Yeah, I see it now. I couldn't see him that well in the water. Way to go, Roy. Good fish.
Thank you.
Look at that, not a blemish on that fish.
Thank you, Mr. Blue. He bit a little bitty piece of bait too, kind of finicky.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Real nice fish. How can, I'm having to hold your fish.
That's fine, I'm tired.
Okay.
That way I don't have to get nasty.
That's right.
Look at that, not a blemish on that fish. Fat. I tell you what, boy, the forage base in this river is phenomenal. They don't go to bed hungry at night.
I tell you what,
But
he sure is getting heavy to hold. That is,
He's pretty, ain't he?
Look
back
at
over
him.
the side.
Pretty
he's
fish.
longer than my leg.
Yeah, easy back over the side.
All right, let's put him back.
Little muddy belly on it.
Whew. Oh man.
There we go. Go ahead and spin him around
Oh,
there.
See there, way to
See
go,
you,
Roy.
bud. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Nice fish.
Good job.
Let's do that again.
Now, let me catch one.
No, I'd like to triple that one.
You can.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Quantum Rods and Reels, Quantum Performance Tuned, Mystic Lubricants, Lubrication Domination, and Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest. Today's equipment log is brought to you by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime. Today's show is sponsored in part by Berkeley, Catch More Fish, Bill Dance Exclusive Rods by Quantum, and by Garmin. Fight your fish, not your fish finder.
What you got, Mr. Bill?
What you got?
A good one.
Got one? You want me to stay out or?
Whee!
Huh?
Coming up river.
Good?
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna ease up front, get that net,
Okay.
get my rod out of the way. Okay.
There's some weight here, boy. I saw Slam on the line. He's stripping line. He's pulling it right off my thumb right now. Good.
Let's see it. Nice fish. Good fish. He's still green.
Green as a gourd.
What are y'all messing with?
We got a 3-pounder, I think.
Oh. Look at there.
Boy, that's a big one.
Pretty fish, ain't he?
Yeah, he'll go over 50. That's a dandy.
Is that a Gamakatsu 8-aught?
That's 8-0. That's what I fish at most of the time.
By golly, he was hooked.
Boy, ain't got a blemish on him.
He's a pretty fish. I don't know. He might
go over 50.
He might go over 50.
I guarantee you.
53.
Look how fat that fish is.
It's a 53-pound fish, man. He is fat, healthy, just beautiful fish.
They don't go to bed hungry, do they?
Look how thick that tail is. Thick
Yeah.
fish.
That
Beautiful
line
fish.
got him a little bit. Say hello. Look at that big stomach. I'm talking to you. We're gonna let you go, buddy.
Let you go.
We'll just put him out over on this side.
If I go in, y'all catch me.
I got you, buddy.
We need some more markers on the bottom of the river.
There we go.
Whoa! Good deal.
He's still green. He's still green.
Over the years, you two have caught numerous trophy-sized fish. I was with you, George, when you caught your biggest
92.
92-pound fish, and that's a monster fish, a monster blue.
Right.
Roy, you have caught numerous fish in the 60 and the 70-pound class. As I said, these two guys have caught numerous trophy fish, and they've won many, many tournaments on this river. And both of them are exceptional fishermen and have just an uncanny ability to know what time of the year, what elevations, what current speeds, what locations. Like I've said many, many times, if you can catch catfish out of this river on a consistent basis, like these two guys can right here, you can catch fish anywhere. We've talked about this before lots of times, George, Roy. What you find this year on the Mississippi, the river's changing all the time.
I've seen 40 foot of water turn into 20 foot of water
Yeah,
on the same river level. It just fills in because of that. That's easy to move. And
It just shifts and moves constantly.
You may have a high water spring, and that's going to change the current on a particular bank that you didn't have a high water on the previous year. And that may blow that sand out of there and uncover more structure, or the next year it may be a different water level for a certain length of time, and then that fills it back up.
Well, it's just amazing what the current can do as far as changing.
Pretty fish. Look how fat he is. Thank you.
thank you, Roy. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome, buddy.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today.
There he is. Get him. I'll get him with his ego.
What? Wait, I don't have an ego.
I do. It's his ego S2 slider landing net that'll reach out there and get them with a handle that extends from 23 to 60 inches. Hey, that's 5 feet. She's got a rubber-coated knotless mesh net that helps protect the scales, fins, and slime on the fish's body.
Today's show was sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort. And by Garmin Force Trolling Motors, fish with force. Closed caption provided by Power Pole, the original shallow water anchor.
Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
Anglers looking for a way to make their smaller boats stay put in shallow water? Check out the Power Pole Heavy Duty Spike. The spike helps hold small boats exactly where you want to keep them. It also secures the bow of a bass boat that has power poles. Each spike comes with a nylon dock line and push grips to help you easily sink it into sand or mud. Need to stay steady in one spot? Spike that spot. You can fish there as long as you wish.
Come be part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
You know, the Mississippi River has always had a reputation as a treacherous, dangerous body of water. And lots of people say, I wouldn't go near that river. Well, actually, they're missing out on a tremendous fishery by not doing so. But there's times of the year when it can be tough. You know, it can be dangerous.
You know, the river, like you say, can be treacherous and dangerous at times. We got to respect it. We need to make sure we got all our boats, you know, where they need to be. Make sure bilge pumps work, life jackets. You know, just respect it, and you could have a great time out here. Catch a fish of a lifetime. You know, you're one bite away from that fish of a lifetime.
Look here.
Got it.
Any good?
He's flying up the river. What you think of that? You got to try it sometime. It's fun. What makes one area, Roy, better than another?
You know, I'll find an area that's holding fish, an active fish. You know, we may mark some fish on our sonar somewhere, and we're like, well, we'll find fish are not biting. Well, those aren't active, but we'll go try to find them on an area river. They're there for a particular reason. Like, we may get on a mud bank, like me and you, like we'll get on mud that's got some wood on it, and they like that wood that day and that structure, and that's where I think that they're where they want to be. You know, and we just have to find them. 20 pounder.
Another 20 pounder.
21 exactly.
Hello, Buster. All right, let's go home. Let's go home. Let's talk about a subject that a lot of fishermen talk about when it comes to fishing lines. Your ideas on, say, braided line versus monofilament line.
Well, I mean, the type of fishing we're doing right now, we're bumping the bottom of the river and we're anywhere from 30 foot deep to 70, 80 foot deep. And it would be impossible to do what we're doing right now with monofilament line. I mean,
You could do it, but you certainly wouldn't have the feel that you do with
I've tried it back when I first started fishing, and it'll drive you crazy. It's too much stretch, you know, that deep of water, and you're not gonna have the sensitivity as you do with the braid.
Well, I agree with you. You know, monofilament line, as great as it is, there'll always be a place for monofilament. I love monofilament, but monofilament is a nylon. In nylon, the longer it's in the water, the greater the stretch factor. And so the sensitivity of braid is just, that's where it's at. Right now, you've got to feel what the bait's doing at all times to be able to fish it effectively. And feeling that sinker hit the bottom is the key. You can't drag it. If you drag it, you're gonna hang it.
60 pounds. Woo! Woo!
Pretty fish.
Woo-wee!
Unfortunately, Father Time is telling us we got to wrap this thing up for this week. But our trio of anglers will just keep on fishing, just like Old Man River will keep on rolling on. After all, when you're fishing the best stretch of the river, why would you want to leave? So next week, we'll rejoin our guys right here in Helena-West Helena, Arkansas, on the mighty Mississippi River for more great blue cats. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again next week, right here on Bill Dance Outdoors.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Thanks for watching Bill Dance Outdoors. Join us here again next week.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.